Check it out. Absolutely fantastic. Don't quote me on it because no, I'd rather say it's not active, and next thing you'll find out it's doing tours. So here's the tree of knowledge. Me and the darling come down here now. Younger years, a midnight frolic on the play equipment in our birthday suits. Scary sights when you look back at it actually. How cool is that? Here's where I parked up last night. G'day, Goose here. Join me as I visit a lovely town on the mighty Murray River in South Australia. I'll show you some fantastic camp spots, one only a few minutes walk from the main street. And stay tuned as I find a history lesson in the middle of town. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. G'day, Goose here. I'm at Loxton in South Australia on the Murray River. Now I've had a bit of a cruise around the town already. I found there's a couple of spots where probably you could park up for free. And there's also a couple of campgrounds either side of Loxton, especially on the northern side. Now I've gone down to one called Riley Reserve. Very, very, very nice. It's a bit of those campsites that if it's dry weather only, really. If it rains, you could be in a bit of pain trying to get in and out. It'd be pretty slippery and boggy. So it's actually a dry weather area. But the next few days is forecasting nice weather with probably maybe 1 mil of rain at the worst. So I don't think it'll hurt. If anything, it might just keep the dust down a little bit. And this is my view. Check it out. Absolutely fantastic. Now that's the main river there. Just over there, that's the main river. And where I'm about to point to now, it's just like a little bit of a island in the middle there. Couple islands where it's just on the edge of the river there. So that's where I am. There are some issues. One is the bird scarer seems to go off on a regular basis. So you can hear the bang like a firearm gunshot on a regular basis. It's an air thing the farmers use. Look, you just get used to it. You don't worry about it. And over there in the distance, you can see someone's decided to leave their rubbish behind. So not just rubbish, they've left mattresses, bags of rubbish, everything. So I'd probably say someone's been down here for a while and just left all their crap behind them. The worst thing about it is when you come in, so there's half a dozen bins down there at the entrance as you come into the campground. But the nature of people, they just can't be bothered picking up their crap. But as I said, there's mattresses, a couple of mattresses, looks like an old sleeping bag or something, and I can see a couple of bags of rubbish. Or at least they left me some firewood, piece of firewood, but I've got my own. So I might have a fire tonight as well. So this place, Riley Reserve at Loxton, definitely put it on your books, place to come. Well, there are times you just have to change your plans midstream. Here at Riley Reserve, we've had a little bit of rain, and it's threatening for more by looking at the radar map. When you go to the furthest campsites here at Riley's Reserve, there's a tendency that if it rains, it's going to get very slippery. So I've had a bit of rain earlier, and I've checked the map, and the map's forecasting a little bit more rain to come tonight, and I can see some coming in the distance as I speak. I'll turn the camera and show you. So we decided to just move down to the closest camp spot to the road. Now it still can be boggy if it does rain too much, but it's not as bad as the ones down the other end where you have to come back through a lot of it for about 500 to 700 metres through it all. So just on the side of caution, Unfortunately though, you can hear them in the background. The cockies are making their home close to us. They've spread themselves around. Even though the air gun's still going off in the background, you can hear it. So the cockies have made themselves home just in front of me. So it's going to be for an interesting afternoon. And as I said, if I turn the camera around, you can see the rain coming. A bit more rain coming as I speak. I'd say it's a lot. I don't say it's heavy, but it's still there. Bit of rain, a few showers coming this way, and you can see all the cockies in the trees just over there. Which is only half of what was there 10 minutes ago. So a few of them have flown away and gone elsewhere, but I can hear them in the distance, so they're not too far away. So anyway, I've got the fire going. Rods are out again. The river's running very fast here for some reason, I don't know why. But it's running fairly quick. So I've got the fire going. And of course, we all know what time it is. Frothy time. So sit back and relax. And probably plan for tomorrow's adventures. Well, here I am, another fantastic morning on the Murray River. I'm at a place called Ridley Reserve at Loxton, just outside of Loxton. We're looking around no more than 10 k's upstream. It's not far, it's about a 10-minute drive out of Loxton. But this is what I've woken up to this morning. Mind you, the sun's been up for a while, so I'd say it's about 7:30, 8 o'clock. And absolutely fantastic. So it's your typical bush camp. There's plenty of others. There's, in that direction downstream, there's heaps of other camp spots. It goes for about 500 metres down there, so there's plenty around here. Some really good ones right down the end, to be honest with you. Better than where I am right now, but it rained a bit last night, so the forecast was rain, so I decided no, I'll get out closer to the road on a less steep area. So if it does rain, I won't have too much of an issue getting out. But it did rain, but not enough to wet the ground a lot. So here we are, having a bit of a morning coffee, sitting outside, just enjoying the view, thinking about what I might do for the rest of the day. G'day, I'm here at the Loxton Aquatic Club. Absolutely brilliant spot on the Murray River here in Loxton, South Australia. As you can see over there, they've got barbecues and a heap of table arrangements. We'll go for a wander over there because the cars just pulled up alongside of me. They could park anywhere but have to be right on top of me when I'm talking. But nice little day spot. Many years ago I used to camp down here, but I don't know about today, we'll see. You never know. But they've got a nice little barbecue area, heaps of seats, boat ramp just over there, and down further they've got more park areas, green seating for barbecues, etc, etc. And just over in the distance over there, they've got the historic village where you can go have a look at some of the historic stuff that's around here. I'm not going to go in there, but somebody might like to if you like to go and have a look. That's over there. Not quite sure how much it costs. So right here we're on the river. We'll probably go for a stroll. So if you come to Loxton here in South Australia just for a day trip, or if you're staying in the area, we've got some great facilities just here at the Aquatic Club. But for now, we'll head down towards the Tree of Knowledge. It's down that way as well. I've heard about it. I've never seen it, so we're going to go down and have a look and see what that's all about. But it's very, very popular, the riverbank area here at Loxton. And of course, down the end of the road where I'm walking to, they've got the caravan park as well down the end. So there's a few walking trails as well. There's one in the back just over there. You can just see remnants of one. You can see it over there. It's a new walking trail. It's quite spectacular. And just over there, there's actually an island just there. The river's split into two, either side of the island in this section. And of course the Loxton Lions Park. And as you can see in the distance over there, there's the caravan park. Now they used to have entitlement to the whole of the riverfront at one stage. The caravan park, Big Four, and it stopped a lot of people coming down here camping because they were locking the gates on people. I was down here yesterday and I did notice the gates were open, and looks like they've been open for a while. So maybe people allowed it back in there, but I don't think they're allowed to camp. I did see further on down they had some sites reserved on the riverfront around by the sandbar. Right there, the Murray Queen. As I said, I don't think it's an active paddle boat. Don't quote me on it, because I'm rather say it's not active, and next thing you'll find out it's doing tours. But as far as I know and as far as I looked, it's not active as I speak. But I do know it actually does have accommodation. So yeah, by looking at that, you can see up on the top floors and on most of it does have accommodation. You can see the outdoor settings outside. There's also a cafe in there. We can actually go in there and get a coffee bite to eat. And of course, just over there, we've got, as I said, the front sections of the caravan park, the frontage, the Lions Club barbecue area, and what's it called, the John Hamilton Memorial Reserve. So here's the Tree of Knowledge, which lets you know about the flood levels that have happened through the Murray River over its period of time, and you can just see some of the levels. 2016 looks like can't read that one, might be 2011, maybe 2011 could be. 1970 down the bottom, 89, 73, 75, 2022, and then the big one, 1956 up there. another 2 metres higher than the 2022 flood level. So, history here at Loxton. And as we speak, the fire sirens are going off. And here's what I was talking about earlier. I'm surprised you can still hear. There's the front sights just over there. Me and the darling come down here now. Younger years, a few drinks, and a full moon, a midnight frolic on the play equipment in our birthday suits. Scary sights when you look back at it, actually. But we'll head back, and we'll probably head up to the main street, I think now. But it's a pleasurable little walk, this one, along the riverbank. Dump point over there. You just see the back of the toilets there, the white sign, you can actually see it. So that's where one of them is. Here in Loxton, South Australia, I've got a couple of dump points. This one here down by the caravan park, down by the Lions Club, and there's another one at the free camping areas, up by the swimming pool. So walking back to Rig from where we were down there earlier at the Lions Park, the Tree of Knowledge, etc. I'll walk back on the track they've made, the new track they've gone and designed and built, instead of walking on the riverbank. It's always good to have two ways, one way in, one way out. Figure out why they put the track in amongst all this. So for now, because it's in those areas where I was talking about before about the snakes, my mud's coming off the screen and you're going to be watching where I'm walking to. So here we go. So they built this track in the middle of the scrub for some reason. Must be a reason behind it. But I see something coming up, so I've got a funny feeling there's probably a bit of a bird watching goes on. So there you go, you can see when the river, I'm going to presume when the river gets a bit higher, the water flows through here. There's a bit of an overflow when the river gets higher. Got a bridge. Oh, here we go. Loxton walking and nature trail. It's mainly all about the birds, I think. Got horses for courses. I did see someone down here, or not here actually, I did see someone where I was camped, and there's some bloody big cameras out doing some wildlife photography. There was plenty of bird life around where I parked up last night. The cockatoos, the pelicans, and God knows whatever else birds there were, budgies, they were everywhere. So they were down there with their cameras, their big lens cameras. I was about to say the water hasn't come through for a while, but I had just looked down and the ground's a bit moist around where the reeds are, so I know the water does flow through. Because there's plenty of walking trails. So, where do I go? Well, finally got up the hill and heading towards the main street of Loxton. Geez, it hurts sometimes when you walk up the hill. And of course, everything has a hill, another hill. So far, it's getting fit the hard way. Okay, so I've got the hill. There's the Murray River down the bottom there. And seriously, I've got some accommodation around here. The Loxton Hotel Motel. Or the Loxton Hotel, I should say. It looks absolutely fantastic. Accommodation, meals, cafe. Definitely up there. Reasonably priced, I believe, too. And definitely a few people in there for lunch. I think it's lunchtime. Yeah. A nice outdoor area, a nice day. You can see just a quick browse as soon as we're going past. So there's not just the Loxton Hotel as well, they're out in the main drag. You've got the looks like the community club. So there's a pub and a club here in Loxton. I guarantee the Loxton Hotel is massive. Absolutely huge. Across the main street, go and get pizzas, Asian, fish and chips, all in one place. Banks, post offices and all that type of stuff is all here as well. They've also got some great street art along here. It's looks pretty good. It's called Someday by the River. I'm amazed how they do all these street art. Also one around the back of a bird. It's got a budgie or something. It's actually quite nice. I'm close to it, so I probably can't see it. Go across the middle, have a check it out, which I'll probably do. And over here, that's a lot better. So information centre, post office, etc. It's everything a small town. I won't say small town. They're smaller. We'll cruise up one side, probably come back the other. Perhaps I'll, because you've got the police station just down the road as well, with an op shop, so there's some things to do around the side streets as well. So keep your eyes out. Now over in that way, in that direction over there, we've got the community club, which I've been told is pretty good. And just down that road past over there, we can see the lights in the distance. There's the football oval and the swimming pool. Now over there, it's actually free camping for a limited time period. Self-contained. Now there's one right on the football oval behind a gated area, but it's open access. It's more of a gravel area. But there's one down further which I'm quite curious about. It looks like an old caravan park where the dump point is. It's in the same street, only about 100 metres away from where the RV overnight stop is. So I'll probably check them out later. And have a look and see what's down there. But it's definitely a potential, as I said, because the river, fishing wise, river's flowing really fast. And I did speak to someone earlier and they said because probably they've opened a few of the gates at the lock, which is why the river's flowing a bit quicker. So perhaps that could be one of the reasons. So heading back down here on the other side, and said there's a lot of stuff for whoever wants anything. There's another mural. Howard Henrik must have been a popular person at one stage. Don't know anything about it. Looks like a war veteran. So that's a nice touch. This bakery looks like to go. Everyone seems to be lined up outside of it. Had a big breakfast, so I'm not in the mood to grab a bite to eat. In every country town here in South Australia, you got the Foodland. I don't think there are many major country towns that don't have a Foodland. Looks like it's a bit of a storyline going down the middle, which I'll probably go and have a look. History of their sport and education. Along here, school buses, etc. So there's a bit of a history lesson as you walk down the main street. How the Loxton Hotel used to look, farming in the area. How the barges used to come in back in 1916 loading grain, etc. So a bit of a history lesson in our railway station here. So just a bit of a history lesson going down the main street in the medium strip, in the car park area. The Loxton Aquatic Club. There's some of the stuff that used to go up to down there. Some big Murray cod. And now look at that, 1914 when the river was that low. They were actually using the river, walking across it. Now I remember that in 2010, the river was as low as that. I think that's when they would have started putting the locks in, when the river was that low. They started talking about it. There's canoe trees. They've taken the bark off the trees and make canoes. So history lesson. And Here's the Loxton Hotel, the way it was, and that's the way it is. But I'll switch the screen around now. You see where I walk to, it's actually quite a nice view from walking back. So heading back down. I'm going to walk through the cockies just to annoy the crap out of them. The damage they're doing to the lawns. Digging up all the lawns. I can't see the problem, aerating the lawn. I don't know what this is, it's a stone of something. And of course, just over there is the Loxton, where they do the photo shoots, the selfies over there. What's this here? Charles Sturt road downstream past this spot. Fair enough. More history. And you can see just over there, I'm going to say houseboats tie up when they come into town. There's a few spots. There's actually one there now as I speak, tied up. So this is the other end of the walk. As I said, we did it in two parts. We went up and in, and now we've come back down right there to here. It's a nice leisurely walk. I don't know how many kilometres I've done till I get back. But again, the riverbank, another typical Murray River town. They pride themselves on their riverbanks. So I dare not say if there is. Table tennis. Oh man. And would you believe it, there's actually is table tennis bats in there. There you go, just to show you. Unbelievable. Not table tennis, but you know, plastic bats. So you can come down here, bring your table tennis and have a hit around. So how cool is that? The table tennis for the people come down here and have a hit. Probably if you're a regular coming down too, you bring your own gear, but they've got some plastic stuff there and a bit of a tennis ball to have hit around. And because you've got your regulatory exercise equipment on the riverbank, it becomes a compulsory item now, I think, with a lot of the Murray River towns. Get into the fitness, get the exercise equipment with a view. And gee, this little pond here, well, I say pond, it's a bit of a watery thing, but mainly just for the canoes. Plus a lot of kids go on there swimming as well. So and some people actually do throw a line in there and catch the odd carp and a few fish in there. So not a bad little idea in a way. A little twist to the riverbank area. As I said before, you got the little shelter over the other side there. Some chairs, that's more of an island. People go over there. Someone's got his tinny out. Probably going out to do a bit of fishing. And of course there I am down the end up there. So it's been a fair bit of a hike. Maybe an afternoon beer might go straight. Quite a nice little spot. So here's where I parked up last night. Just to give you an idea. As I said, only for the one night. Seven o'clock in the morning. Fantastic. So I'm just sitting here having my early morning cup of coffee on a bench, and I'll admit they have done this area up pretty well since last time I was here. Well, that's another video done and dusted. I hope you like it, and don't forget to click the like button, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. So stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one.